Welcome to this edition of Sports News. I'm Rukma with you. Let's begin with the top sports stories we're tracking at this hour. Mumbai Indians beat Chennai Super Kings by 1 run to lift fourth Indian Premier League title. Chennai Super Kings have now lost to Mumbai Indians for the third time in 4 finals. Manchester City pipped Liverpool to win Premier League title race between two exceptional clubs. It took 14 straight victories from Manchester City to fend off Liverpool. Sadio Mane and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang share Premier League Golden Boot with Mohamed Salah. Liverpool forward Salah becomes the 6th player to win the award in consecutive seasons. Novak Djokovic beats Stefanos Tsitsipas to win his 3rd Madrid Open title. Serb now appears in good shape to bid for French Open glory at Roland Garros. And Lewis Hamilton returns to top of the championship standings with victory at the Spanish Grand Prix. Valtteri Bottas finishes 2nd to claim 5th consecutive 1-2 finish for Mercedes. And now for our top sports story. Mumbai Indians defeated defending champions Chennai Super Kings by 1 run in a thriller in Hyderabad on Sunday to become the first team to win the Indian Premier League 4 times. Shane Watson played a starring role for Chennai Super Kings in an IPL final for the 2nd successive year, but his efforts were in vain as Mumbai Indians made a spectacular comeback. After fortunes shifted both ways, Chennai Super Kings needed 9 of the final over, but Lasith Malinga, who had gone for 20 in his previous over, gave away only 7 in the final over of the season to seal a sensational victory for Mumbai Indians. No team had ever defeated Chennai Super Kings 4 times in an IPL season. MI had got the better of CSK in the league stage twice and had crushed them in the first qualifier before the nail-biting win in the final. And joining us now in the studios for more on this story is our sports correspondent Tapas Bhattacharya. Tapas, welcome to the studio. Well, first of all, your comments on what went wrong for Chennai here.
Well, I think they just choked. That's simply you put it. That's how I would like to put it. Because end of the day, when you need less than 10 runs in an over in a T20 match, you expect the team chasing to invariably win. Out of 10, you will win at least 9 times, if not 10. And this was a brilliant opportunity for CSK to get one at the Mumbai team, because remember in this edition only they have lost thrice before this final match. So it was a brilliant opportunity for the Chennai team to get one better of Mumbai team. But somewhere down the line, the canniness of Rohit Sharma in his captaincy, giving the last over to the wily old veteran like Lasith Malinga, and the way Malinga bowled that last over, 5 balls were right the dot on Yorker length, and it was very difficult for the batsman to get run. And the last ball, which eventually proved to be the major one for Chahar, then that slower Yorker proved to be the one which gave MI their 4th IPL title. So in many ways, if you take a look at tactics, if you take a look at the absolute brilliance, one would say that Mumbai just kept their composure and they came out victorious. That's all.
Right, keeping their composure, and you've mentioned all those names, bowlers, mostly they had an important role to play. Can we say that Bumrah shone with his bowling prowess?
Absolutely. Bumrah, I mean, in the previous over when Lasith Malinga went for 20, it came down to Bumrah to actually peg the score once again, and he showed that, giving only 4 runs in in the last over. So that kind of set the match up quite nicely for this finale. Remember, this was supposed to be this IPL final bout, if I may use the term, and the pendulum swung in each other's favor in almost every over or the other. It's just that Bumrah's brilliance at that particular time was actually helping Mumbai to make sure that they don't concede too many runs at the fag end, because remember, end of the day they had to still defend 9 runs, and it wasn't quite easy task. And there was a lengthy discussion on the pitch where a lot of people were thinking who to go to in that last over, because Malinga by that time had bowled 3 overs for 42 runs. So he went for plenty. His confidence was down. He had conceded 42 runs, dropped 1 catch. So his confidence was low. But again, you won't have to give credit to the captain Rohit Sharma, the way he took him aside, told him that this is where I want you to bowl, and the last ball was absolutely a brilliant thought process. You expect in the final ball to be a searing Yorker, and Malinga is known to that. In fact, if you take a look at Malinga's repertoire, he tend to bowl these Yorker quite often than not. Unfortunately, with age, his speed mark has actually gone down. But again, in this final over, his speed was up in the 140k, and that actually proved decisive, as the batsman just couldn't make it count. Also, that unfortunate run out of Shane Watson was a blessing in disguise for the Mumbai team.
Right, and well, can we say that there's something missing in the Chennai Super Kings team when it comes to winning in the finals? They've lost 5 out of 8 finals that they've played in. Is it the lack of a killer instinct? What would you say? Or is it just bad luck?
Well, as I said, it's just that you would say that they just choked. In fact, they can very well be called the South African team of in cricket, and South African team, the Proteas, because they tend to do exceedingly well in all the league matches. But when it comes to the crunch matches, the knockout matches, they tend to go out without much of a whimper, and that's something the Chennai is doing. Chennai team has been on a roller, in the whole tournament. Apart from Mumbai team, they have literally steamrolled every other opposition. But somewhere down the line, Mumbai showed that their capability and their players are something that this Chennai team do lack. In fact, after the match got over,
capability players in terms of a team coming together, because, well, at the end of the day, Tapas, would all these arguments, would all this debate be justified? Because in a sense, the margin of the win is really very small. That extra push, perhaps, when a team comes together, and that support is there, that spirit is there. Was that missing?
Well, I won't say that the spirit was missing. It's just that it could have been anyone's game. It's just that Mumbai team kept their calm and composure. That's all. That's just at the last, at the fag end of the match, they just made sure that one of their premium bowler is bowling that particular over, and if probably let's say if someone else would have been there at the other end, then this whole narrative would have been different. If for that matter even Jadeja would have been at the batting end, things would have been very different. But then, as I said, that this is just not CSK's day. They came short, and kudos to Mumbai team.
Right. Well, Tapas, thanks so much for now, but stay with us. We will be back with you again as the show goes on. Well, back in the bulletin, former Indian captain Kapil Dev believes Virat Kohli's Indian team has the quality to make it to the semi-finals of the World Cup. The legendary all-rounder said that Kohli's team will definitely make it to the top 4, following which it was difficult to make a prediction.
MS Dhoni and Virat Kohli will lead India from the front in their bid to clinch the 3rd title when 50-over cricket extravaganza ICC World Cup 2019 begins in UK on May 30th. feels India's 1983 World Cup winning captain Kapil Dev. Heaping praise on the unmatchable pair of MS Dhoni and Virat Kohli, Kapil Dev pegged India among favourites to win the World Cup, this time in the round-robin format.
India has the combination of youth and experience. I think they are, in a way, if you look at all the team, they are more experienced. And I think they have a right balance of a team. They have 4 fast bowlers, 3 spinners, and you have Virat Kohli and Dhoni.
For any cricket fan, it's a dream come true to go and see the tournament live. मतलब कौन fan ऐसा होगा जो biggest event of the sport would not like to see? सब नहीं जा सकते, सब नहीं जा पाते. For some
team is, I think, lot of doubt I have in my mind. New Zealand is good, Pakistan can, South Africa. But I think top 3 team looks like they have more strength as a team.
Kapil, who also
more or less
asked about Pandya, who has often been compared to Kapil himself, the 60-year-old former captain said that the youngster should be left alone to play his